get this. And that's my... Where the fuck is my music? Ah, D&D music. There it is. Yeah, Chrome. And we are gonna have to hammer this one out due to the fact that I was.
Okay, I have to ask for clarification.
Yes.
Due to the more than constant scheduling issues, what is the plan?
I have no clue because I think this is the last day Ed is free from child.
I was going to take a break from D&D because on Fridays it's pretty hectic and hard to genuinely play.
And I need to find a new day from all of you guys. So because if I could just change my schedule to fit everyone else's schedule, because it sounds like you're technically free on every day, every night, Kenny.
Yep.
Mine's in the air, so
yours is in the air. Okay.
Obviously, like I don't know what days, or it depends on. Like some Fridays it's been fine, and some Fridays it's been difficult, right? Or so it could be. That's going to be true of any day.
That is fair.
A little bit of future knowledge. Belle is going to be moving back to Vermont. We don't know when. So, just a heads up on that.
Yeah, that'll make you pretty busy.
We're just waiting on a message from his...
Grab my screen and start sending it out to everyone.
Yeah, Monday.
Hey, Kenny, is a good question on your end. Has anyone... Because... shoot, that sounds rude. Never mind.
It's fine. Stay home.
When do you think you'll get to do streaming again? I do technically miss some of your streams popping up.
It really, for me, it really is just the mentality. I have been so drained from work.
That is understandable.
So I don't have an ETA for that at the moment.
Shoot.
It's not high on the priority list.
Understandable.
I feel that though. That's pretty much the exact thing I'm saying.
How much better?
Giving time to things is a little hard.
I wonder if there's a button here. Just electrocuted by myself. That was fun.
Oh,
Did you ever? Dude, weren't you gonna set up like an Age of Empires match or whatever?
I am. I just got to make sure everything's all, settled and ready, because I know you two have Age of Empires 2. I bought you the game, and I think I got you the DLCs as well.
Yeah, for Kenny.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm all good here.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, we should just set up a game night, and then one of those Saturdays or Sundays.
Yep.
Right. Do you ever have a weekend off? Or is
Nope.
it only... Not right now, it's just Tuesday, Friday, right?
Yep, Tuesday, Friday. Unfortunately.
If we did Fridays for gaming, right, because it's a little easier to sit out of, right?
Yeah.
For me, or I can mute and just kind of play the game.
And that is true. I could technically turn Fridays into, Age of Empires night or
just a game night.
Or just a game night, yeah. And that's no
That's
problem.
where I think because that's what I've been talking about with the friend group in general. That we want to set up a day where like once a week we're getting in chat to play games together, not just sit there and like all play single player games. It doesn't really, that don't work. That doesn't make us feel like we're hanging out.
Yeah.
So everyone I brought it up to agreed. They were like, yeah, obviously as long as they get to kind of have a choice of what we're doing, right? And most of them, almost all of us love Age of Empires, so that'd be a pretty easy sell to say, hey,
Oh yeah,
next
and
Friday,
I actually do technically have some scenarios set up already, so.
I would say we should make sure everyone knows how to play first, because a lot of the like, if we're doing PvP, it's not going to be fun if somebody just destroys.
Exactly, and that's where I'm like, learn the game first before we do player versus player and decide to see who wants to backstab who.
No, we don't need to do. We can do PvP because sometimes that's
exactly.
Easier,
and I mean, let them learn first.
I can choose to stop and not kill you. Like, and I'm like, no, hey, you're not. I notice you don't have farms. They're like, what do you mean? What do you mean you see my farms? And then you're like on a scout, like on the edge of the map, like, oh, yeah, don't worry about me.
Oh yes, you found an artifact, and you're getting your priest to go pick it up. It'd be a shame.
Hey, there's an artifact next to your base. I just noticed you didn't pick up, and instead of being the PvPer who just snatches it, I'm gonna tell you about it and tell you how to use it.
Oh yes. Take it to your temple and
make money.
Make money.
And they're like, oh, I didn't know. Exactly. And it's like, or maybe they don't know.
And for Kenny, that would actually be very much good information, because
we literally just have to have some. What are those? We need to have some mock battles.
Yes.
And some people also enjoy mock battles because it'll let them try out factions and see if they actually like the faction or if they're.
Which is hilarious, because I fucking love playing as the Aztecs and Mayans, and then once in a while you'll see me play as Vikings, which don't let me play Vikings. I will freaking just steamroll you.
The Teutonic Knights, like the Winged Hussars.
Oh, Teutonic, yes.
Those guys are too cool. I like doing wall builds of like China or Japan, like the archery tower, like and like big thick nasty walls. Longbowmen on England is also pretty fun.
You know what I would love to do is also get Tyler to playing on PC Age of Empires. Apparently, this is something that was new to me a few months ago, is he apparently has Age of Empires 2, a definitive edition.
Nice.
Or definitive edition on Xbox. And then I looked at him and went, wait, you have an Xbox? I've grew up with Tyler. I know him playing PlayStation, not Xbox. And the times he does
Brother, when did you switch sides? You were an Imperial my whole life.
Basically, because like, well, actually back then it kind of makes sense what games were cool.
Console wars were more reasonable.
Yeah, they were more reasonable. But now today it's just like, yeah, whatever. Just play an
it's
Xbox.
Over.
It does no one cares.
Helldiver is the peace treaty.
Yes. There are still people salty about that, which makes no sense. Like, bro, just let the fuckers play the game.
They stopped making good exclusives a long time ago. Just get over it.
A decade
I
ago,
do feel good about Master Chief being on Xbox, but I could care less if somebody plays them on PS.
Yeah. If anything, please play them on PlayStation, because if you can figure a way to backwards compatible yourselves onto Xbox Live servers on a PlayStation, I am fucking having you on my team, boy.
Yeah, it's just gonna be good for us no matter what.
Exactly.
So that's why I enjoy it. But yeah, I think the Age of Empire thing will be good.
Oh yeah.
And also less stressful. Like if you the minimum you need is 2 people, which if you're guaranteed, one person needs to show up being like, I want to play, and you will go and play.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing.
There's
is
no
like,
dilemma.
And that's the thing is, I like because once in a while I'll play Age of Empires just to have fun roaming around the map, see what I can learn, because there's always something new learning about the game one way or another, because it's an older game. It's got a lot of Easter eggs, older details. Furious George.
Yeah. Or like, I think you're able to do a cheat code that puts monster trucks into the game.
It's not a monster truck. It's a Corvette that has a GAT.
Oh yeah.
It's like literally just freaking side shoot every bastard you see. It's like that's such an evil cheat code. I can see some frustration with that, but luckily it's just like everyone's doing it for the fun of it.
When game developers had enough free time to sit there and be like, hey, I put a car in the game, and they're like, why? And it's like, cause it's hilarious.
Yep, and it's also my Easter egg, and you have to figure it out on your own.
Yeah, well, when the boss man walks in the room to do like a command console and it goes away, and they're like, oh, what? I'm working. And then we find that's what cheat codes are, just dev testing tools.
Exactly. That's actually a thing. Is like back in the day, cheat codes weren't just dev test codes. There were cheat codes that you could literally unlock and put it in your game. For Red Dead Revolver's a perfect example. If you completed certain challenges, you were given cheat codes that you could use in your games.
Yeah. And it made replayable.
It made it replayable. It made you want to do the challenges so you can get the freaking invincibility cheat, or instead of
Star Wars. Oh no, I know. When I got Lego Star Wars and I finally got the far enough to just have invincibility all the time,
or another one is Infinite Deadeye.
The fact. You know what's hilarious? As a kid, none of the conspiracies were out at the time. But I made a Sith that was a Jar Jar Binks, and that was my custom character in the game. Way back in the day, I was just like, I thought it was funny, and now apparently it's too funny now. It got too real.
Got too real because Misa was the Phantom Menace the whole time.
Yeah, literally. And I know George was doing that shit. There's no way he wasn't having like a ha ha ha.
Yeah, no,
That's such a DM thing to do.
We all know, because obviously it was a robot chicken joke, and George liked that idea, but obviously it never got put onto paper for any reason whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, because he's not gonna, no real person's gonna, no businessman above him is gonna let him make Jar Jar Binks the bad guy. And they're like, that's stupid. Also, when Jar Jar Binks came out, there was a lot of controversy. All of the prequels, every time they got released, had a controversy. The controversy of Phantom Menace was that they thought that Jar Jar Binks was a black stereotype. Like a black Jamaican stereotype.
How?
No, I literally don't understand it.
How?
I don't understand that. But people were like, you made a clumsy black character, because that is an old trope in old cinema, right? The
I don't
farmhand,
even see
the
that.
clumsy black guy.
I honest to God don't see that, because when I usually think
it was straight our parents hearing Jar Jar, yes, massa, and you're like, bro, no, you're just racist.
You're just racist.
You're unconscious sponsor speaking.
I grew up on Jurassic Park. I grew up on Jurassic Park. They're like, one of the major characters is a black man, and his name is Samuel L. Jackson, and he's the tech bro. Yes, he gets an off-screen.
Mom, Dad, I hate to break it to you.
Yes,
but that was one of the controversies, obviously.
Yeah, it's like, it makes no fucking sense. That's actually a thing I could definitely say on both sides of my family, is that would never cross their minds, especially my dad.
I don't think it did I think it was one of those made-up stories. I think it was all tabloids.
Yeah,
because I think it was just drama because some people don't like
to
Star
stir
Wars,
the pot,
or because everybody likes Star Wars. What's gonna get you more views? Not liking Star Wars.
Bingo.
You find something to hate.
Yep.
And that is all that ever was.
Yeah, unfortunate.
And I mean, it's good we recognize it though now, instead of going and now, because I noticed everyone used to say George Lucas was an idiot. Right? Like, everyone's like, oh, he was a horrible writer. And then now we're sitting back and be like, no, we were just fucking too stupid to understand what he wrote. And he wrote that for kids.
Because I liked the prequels. That's kind of the thing, is even my dad liked the prequels. So a lot of
everyone... I liked all
everyone...
the Star Wars movies.
Exactly. It's just once everyone saw Disney doing it, because it was like, Holy fucking God, people. If it took you
Well, even
Disney to
before
realize how bad anyone else who got their hands on Star Wars would treat the IP, then you are absolute morons.
Well, and I mean, we got to remember also Disney does own the news corporations. They own like ABC and stuff.
That's true.
Right? So they probably, what I bet happened is I bet a lot of the failures of Disney is because high-ranking news anchors got put into jobs that are above news and entertainment, and they're making decisions based off of what works in the news and not in entertainment.
All
and
right.
that's where it's like, they're dumb.
What's Bell's ETA, Kenny?
I'm not quite sure. Let me go double check.
Actually, speaking of Samuel L. Jackson's appearance in the first Jurassic Park, he was actually supposed to have a on-set death versus a off-screen death.
Oh yeah. Well, they got rid of all the screen deaths because they wanted to make it
No, not true.
It's PG,
not
right?
true. Samuel L.
What did they
Jackson
do?
was actually supposed to be killed off by a T-Rex, the same T-Rex that broke out.
Yeah.
But the problem was the set that they were using was destroyed by the actual 1932 typhoon that struck Hawaii, specifically Kauai.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So.
So their set got destroyed and they were unable to do the entire scene.
Bingo. And so it's just like, yeah, we're not going to rebuild the set, especially with the amount of time constraints we have. Sorry, Sammy, we have to figure a way to, like, incorporate your death. Whatever.
Samuel
I had fun.
Shit, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
As long as I get paid at the end of the day. Like,
I mean,
like that man is the role model.
Sam's character, even for a little amount of screen time he had, Ray Arnold, he still killed his role pretty damn well.
No, even like just thinking about Mace Windu, like, or Star Wars' cast, like I think all of ours for Star Wars, unless parents showed us the old ones, was like Phantom Menace, right?
Oh yeah,
that was just the one everyone was talking about when we were kids. So like my experience was Liam Neeson as a fucking Jedi, as an Irish Jedi, and then the second one was Samuel L. Jackson and Ian McGregor. Like we were spoiled. Like,
yeah, we were.
All of those actors in Star Wars are all like top tier, no blemishes on their record. Like we don't have to not a single one of them makes us have to cringe and go, oh yeah, that guy's in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like every single one of those actors is still like 100% respectable. The only one that comes to mind is Katie Fisher, but that was like more of a traumatic, like it's more of a sad thing than a avoid like a bad thing.
Yeah.
So like that's where it's really interesting, and that's why we're so cultured. We were given. That's why we owe George. He's got to get a statue.
I might as well show off.
In 15 minutes, he's just finishing up, I think, John Wick.
He's watching John Wick?
Take his time. Tell him to take his time.
Take his time.
You cannot rush John Wick.
No. And we got... Technically... shoot. I really want to get you guys to the black market, but at the same time, I have to figure... So, anytime is good, as long as it's not Fridays. So
would I be able to talk about the D&D thing? Because we could take I'll just cut to the meat of it, right? We take a break, and in the time you just time skip us to the point you want us to be at, like. Just seems to be
the black market could be accessed at any time. Like I've given you guys the options to find it, and you've avoided it for the whole thing. I'm like, ow, you guys never even found the black market yet, and I've. Mostly because of bad rolls. That's actually one thing.
Oh yeah, I've done that too, where you soft locked yourself Because like without just telling the players.
Yeah, because one, I know you guys are technically smart enough to figure it out, and which is why I'm giving you guys.
You don't
want
to hold our hand.
I don't want to hold your hand because one, that's just bad DMing on my part. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels patronizing to do, and some of us might feel patronized.
Yeah, and I don't want to do it. And if I have to hold hands for whatever reason, it's
well. That's
probably
where I
because
was suggesting we just do the skip. We just do the hey, we need to be here. It doesn't. You find the map pieces. Oh no, like
yeah.
boom, we can. This is the cool shit, guys. You should be doing cool pirate things, not whatever the hell you're doing now.
Yep. I mean, you technically are still doing pirate things. You're literally going into a freaking brawl in an old Spanish fort tower.
That's cool.
Like, you guys are fighting other pirates in a fucking Spanish fort tower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's very piratey. In fact,
for sure. The pirate thing is cool. My Spanish character, that is like he started in your campaign, and then I just like was inspired, and then so I kept working on him, and now he's like everyone's favorite character. Yeah. Oh god.
Oh god. That's actually a thing that I've noticed is, yeah, the first time I tried introducing you, Rachel, and I think it was Austin, to this campaign, you guys fell in love with the first three characters. What was it? It was Alejandro, Jorge, and
Guillermo.
Guillermo, yes. And I gave them three specific personalities. One of them had a halberd. One of them had a freaking, basically a grenade launcher.
Yeah, a cannon.
Well, it was an actual, like, blunderbuss grenade launcher, so it...
No, the little hand cannon looking, literally a hand cannon.
Oh, yeah. And I think Rachel wanted to have her character...
She was Jaguar. She was Jaguar Aztec girl.
Yeah.
And it was funny because we've joked about that so many times where she's like, I don't know if my character's going to fit into the setting. Me looks at her, your Aztec warrior girl might not fit into the Spanish conquistadors. Girl, you're half of the fucking plot.
You're half of the plot, yeah. And which is good that that little dipping of toes for a couple years back for that did work.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh, now also it's one of those things where we can look back fondly because we've gotten better at D&D, and also more temperamental.
Yep.
Sometimes D&D can get ruined when people get pretty like butthurt.
I could definitely say Izin would be one of those people who can get butthurt if his character dies, if it's too
or
early.
doesn't, if something doesn't go his way.
Yeah, and that's like my only gripe. But I love the guy. He's an awesome dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it's what
that's actually the thing is like my Tuesday group. There will be times where, and I say this as a DM, always tell me what needs fixing. I will 100% do everything in my power to help you guys understand the story.
Yeah, everyone's there to have fun.
Exactly. And it's good because Korn, with his little gnome, Pepe, he was feeling like he was being left out. And I'm like, say no more. I will try and introduce you more as I can because I 100% cannot allow you to feel like you're left out. That is... Thank you for telling me.
Oh yeah, it's better than continuing not having fun.
Exactly. So it's always say something. I'm down for it. And we have a bell. All right. So, we ready?
I'm good.
All right. Last where we left off, which was about a fucking month ago. You guys started a literal frickin' brawl. So
they should have just what I needed.
So, Havlin, do you remember exactly what you did to this poor man?
As far as I remember, I made him shit himself.
Well, you made him
Nice.
shit himself, but the captain who didn't like him, wanted his rings.
Oh yeah, and I was just like, but I want those.
You chopped off his hand. And now a whole freaking fight ensues. So, and luckily, I think those rolls here are exactly what I think. Kenny is first. Oh, actually, you know, I'm just going to do it from top down. Kenny's first, Bell's second, Jorge is next.
I'm playing my cleric healer.
Cleric healer. And it's a free-for-all. Everyone's going at each other's throats here.
Who was closest to me?
The guy you just chopped his hand off, and he is already stunned.
Neat. I'm gonna wail on him with my quarterstaff.
Oh, no! All right. Do what you can.
Level 5, aren't we?
I need to take off my shirt. Holy cow, it's hot.
There's a 22 hit.
22, 100% hits. 200% hits.
Alright, that is a hit with 6 damage.
6 damage? Alrighty. Ow! I at this point, this dude is literally on the floor begging for his hand back. If anything, that's the main thought going through his head. Anything else?
Nope, only got 1 attack, unfortunately.
Alright. Bell!
Where am I in this?
You're right here. In fact, let me actually... oh yeah, I didn't put the stream up, did I?
No.
Yeah, we need...
Yep, let me share my screen. There we go. You are right up here.
And the guy right next to me is already getting a beating, I'm assuming.
Yep, and he's also missing a hand. Thanks to this son of a bitch right here.
On the chair to my left, I take that and throw it at the person right in front of me.
That guy? Or-
No, the guy to my right.
Oh,
On my
that guy.
character.
Alright, improvised attack, go.
That would be like a strength, because I need to pick it up and throw it, don't I?
Yep.
18 plus 5.
That hits.
What does he roll for damage on that one?
I'd just say a 1d6. It's a chair. A wooden chair.
Yeah. Being thrown at mock Jesus.
Yeah, plus strength mod, right? Because of how hard he fucking tossed it.
Oh, yeah.
4.
4.
So,
You see this
4
person...
plus 5 for 9.
Disgusting.
Ow! You see this person who is sipping their mug immediately look to their right, and you could see that they start spitting out their mug as a chair flies into their face, knocking them on their ass prone.
And commits manslaughter with
I
chair.
still have movement, right?
Yes.
I would like to, like, intimidate, walk up to him, like, so everyone else can see me. And then my turn will end because I don't have any more action.
Everyone can just start beating the shit out of each other, so...
So, in fact, there is actually a person above Jorge who's on initiative. It's the captain here who's dealing with a guard and another man. He pistol whips the guard and hits for a 14 plus 2. And he rolls 2 damage. Ow. But he does try and go for a second attack and uses the ammunition and completely misses the guard.
Smoothbore.
Does it nail the neighbor's dog?
Yes. He shoots it at the ground. It bounces off the floor. Hits. No. If you roll the natural one, I'd say something like that.
Do you have percentile dice, Alex? You could do 2d10s.
Oh, I know. I have percentile dice, especially my beautiful green and gold metal ones.
Yeah, you could use those to see how chaotic because we're being funny. Like, how chaotic does it actually get? Because if it's low, not very much. High, yeah, your silliness is actually happening.
I know. And that's where I'm just like, I'm not even going to do that. Because, holy mother of God, I rolled a 96.
That's why.
Okay. I'll leave those there. So, he misses his shot, trying to hit the guard. It actually bounces off his shoulder, whizzes past this guy, scraping his nose. Like, you can actually see it takes a chunk out of his nose. It goes whizzing past here, hits the lantern, and then shoots off into a room over here. And you can hear someone scream in anger, saying, "Who shot my ale?"
Funny if they had gunpowder in there and the fucking room exploded.
Dear Lord.
I think that's 100. I think that's 100.
That's
him, or he just there?
I'm actually gonna change music here. And
Is it my turn now?
it is your turn.
Sorry, one sec. Let's see. And I can just fight whoever I want, right? I am to the left over there, I think.
Yep,
Yeah,
you're the
next
one.
to
Yep.
Penny. And no one's unconscious, right?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
The guy had hit with a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I go down 2 squares and push that guy into the group of, like, the line of 3? I want to just shove him.
All right, he's in his chair. He sees you coming at him to shove him. So do what you can.
Do you want it to be an attack roll, or do you want it to be athletics?
Definitely an attack roll.
Okay. Then I will roll.
I would stun him and then push him, so kick him in the dick and then push him.
Oh, that's fair. I had not considered such techniques. That's why we
You
keep a
stun him.
barbarian around.
If you stun him, he can't do anything, and then you push him, and then go from there.
I got a 4. Well, I plus my mod, so I got like a 7.
That 100% misses. Especially for a guy in a chair. So he sees you coming at him. He just puts his foot in the air and just kind of keeps you at bay.
Wait. If he's in a chair, that means he's technically prone. He's at advantage.
Half cover.
Oh, take advantage then.
Fine.
Stick your foot out, kick him in the dick.
Kick
in
him
a
in the
chair.
dick. I got a is it a 16 or an 18? I got a 16 plus 3. I got a 19 to kick him in the dick.
He's already got his leg in the air to try and stop him.
Yeah, it just
What's
seems
that
like that's what the
disadvantage?
advantage was now.
Oh, dear
He
Lord.
stops me. He puts his foot up, stops me, and then in reaction, I go and I knee him in the crotch.
Oh,
No,
my
you
God.
kick him in the crotch. You're too far
Kick
away
him
to
in the
knee him.
crotch. Yeah.
You see him drop his mug of ale as he literally is now holding like his left nut as you kick him.
Now grab him by the scruff
Is
and
he
throw him.
a pirate?
He is a pirate.
Okay. Stop resisting arrest. And I kick him again. I'm a medic. I still am a soldier.
Stop resisting!
Stop resisting! Stop resisting! As you literally point a flintlock at him. Oh, that is hilarious.
Stop resisting.
You can see everyone else is going at each other's throats. In fact, actually, what ends up happening is this guy gets thrown into a chair. This person gets thrown onto a table. And this guard absolutely mollywops this guy and starts beating his ass while this guy is trying to square up on the guard. And this guy, he just kind of gets on the table and he fires a pistol at this guy. That's a 6, so that misses. But he has a second pistol.
This is the most bar fight
And
it
he
could be. Everyone's
and he
like
nails
missing.
the other guy. He nails the other guy. Oh dear God.
Brains everywhere.
Yeah, that's 13 damage. So that guy is practically bleeding out.
Practice.
And then it goes back up from order of Kenny, Bell, Captain, Jorge, and then crew again.
1 second. I'm just gonna look down at this guy, pick him up.
All right.
Do I need a strength check for that one?
Yeah, you know what? Sure. Let's make it interesting.
18.
18. Oh, this guy feels like a bag of potatoes to you.
I'm gonna go throw him across the table.
Slide all the way on the table.
All right.
I'm assuming athletics, yeah?
Yes.
I think that would be the. You could just have him do that from the last
Yep.
athletics check.
Yep.
You
And
destroyed it.
please roll me a D6 for how many squares he goes flying across.
What's your strength mod, Kenny?
None.
Or what number do you have?
None.
None. You're not strength at all.
No, I'm a warlock.
Oh, that's right. Well, now we need to make you a strong warlock.
He makes it almost all the way across the table. He makes it 1 square short.
Nice.
Okay. So you can tell the lantern gets knocked down, and that's
And the mugs, I'm sure.
and the mugs as well. And I want to see if that lantern starts igniting. Oh dear, mother of God!
What'd you roll?
That man is on fire. The lantern spills onto this man.
Table's on fire.
The table is starting to catch on fire. The
My
oil in the
God,
lantern
dude.
starts
In
spreading everywhere.
6 seconds.
I rolled a nat fucking 20.
That's crazy.
That is just okay.
Escalation dice.
Yeah, I think my metal dice are cursed for everyone else's benefit.
They just crave violence.
They crave.
They don't care what kind.
Bell, I guess it's your turn. What's your plan?
I don't know if I'm even gonna address
That
the
guy
fire.
threw across the fucking. Or I threw a chair at. Is he fucking still alive or conscious?
He is unconscious, and also I should probably do a
Oh, I'm on fire.
and on fire.
Oh my god, I'll save him.
Also, I should probably make a. Wait. There's got to be
Those two guys. Those two guys at the end of the table are fine, right?
Yeah, so that there is just a sign of fire right there. So good enough. And yeah,
Yeah.
these two are fine. It's just this block right here.
Those-
this 15
Those two
foot.
are part of the. Yeah, those two are part of the bar fight, right?
Yeah. They're beating each other up. This guy just threw this guy onto a table.
Is there anyone looking at me like to fight me?
No, not really.
You're kind of up there on your own right now.
Okay, I take that table right in front of me that's on fire, and I fucking flip it across the room.
That's
All
a
right.
big table.
That's a big table. That's like 400
I would
plus-
just kick it.
I mean, I could
That's
kick
climbing
it.
into the other
Yeah.
table.
All right.
You can get a 4 feet right there.
I get 4 people right there. I kick the table into the other table.
Oh,
All right,
this is like-
roll the strength check. That'll
Wow.
definitely be strength.
That is 100% strength. Roll high.
fucking Kratos kicking it.
Mama, no.
I need to get my dice. Because fucking D&D
Charge the spirit bomb.
Fucking D&D
Has the
Beyond's
spirit
dice
bomb
are
literally
ass.
never worked?
My dice. Okay. Am I missing a dice? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nope, there's sets of 7.
Oh, well. How does a fucking 20 plus 5 do?
So nat 20 plus 5. He is dumbfounded. He doesn't know what to do.
He didn't draw table stats, and we have literally just basically used all of the furniture as weapons so far.
Yeah.
We have yet to attack normally.
No, I slapped the motherfucker with a stick.
All right.
Fair.
So-
That's also a burning table.
Yep. So I'm gonna slam this table in like this. I gotta. Jesus freaking Christ! I gotta figure out how to do this like normal. Let's see if I can just like grab. Undo.
Oh, bad.
Yeah, I am. This is not something I expected. I was expecting completely. I'm sorry, that's not what I asked for, you jackass. So I'm just gonna yoink this, copy.
I'm just saying, you threw us into a bar brawl. Everything is a weapon in a bar brawl. I'm just
To
saying.
be fair, yeah, the tavern brawler perk literally says that.
Yep. All right,
I'll be
here
right
we
back.
go. Perfect. It. No one knows it's here.
Yeah.
It works.
I would put the 4 icons like in the fucking the squeeze between the two.
Yep. And this man is literally like right here.
Because I kicked him and the fucking liquid that was on fire is on
Oh,
the table
yeah.
and it shot. So all of them are
it
now
definitely
on fire.
everyone in this whole area. Let me. Good lord, because it will be.
Everything's a weapon.
Yep. You even got it on the captain. Good lord. All right. Anything else anyone's trying to use as a weapon against
God
Yeah,
himself.
yeah.
Don't. I'll start pulling up tiles.
Oh my fucking god,
Are
don't.
there any loose floorboards?
They're not tiles, they're fucking stones.
There.
Just take a
Um,
stone, a loose stone, and chuck it at someone's head.
I mean, I could just grab a utensil. I could like throw a mug.
So what is this man's thought line on the very end of where that table was?
He is in pain, sees everyone else on fire, starts panicking as hell.
Well, no. The guy at the very other end of the table that was there. Yeah, him.
He just witnessed.
He's just like, "The
He
motherfucker I was
literally
fighting."
just witnessed the most terrifying thing as basically an 8-foot tall woman just kicked a table into a crowd of other men that was on fire, and he's just sitting there dumbfucked.
I go after I kick it. I just go, and I turn and I look at him.
Yeah, no, he runs. He ain't dealing with that shit.
And see, that's why he wore his brown pants today.
All right, Deadpool.
That guy's the right idea. He wore his brown pants.
Good lord. All right. The captain's turn is to try and escape and put himself out. He rolled a 5 for escape, but he'll try and put himself out. He rolled a 6.
He is not having a good time.
No! Ed, it's your turn.
We're on our own side, right? We're not actually trying to help anyone in this situation.
No.
No.
Okay, good. So I can kill whoever I want.
Yeah, these are NPCs since I have not been seeing distress from the DM.
Well, I'm just like, we're not helping any of these NPCs, right? So I can kill anyone.
No, your main objective was to try and find...
I'm going to spare the dying.
You can use that on everyone.
Yeah, I have enough time to, if they aren't being actively murdered, like they're bleeding out, they'll be fine for like an hour. They're just going to lay on the ground like,
Yeah, if anything, you guys are mostly just here trying to look for a lead on finding the next piece of the map. Havlin already has 2 pieces photographed.
Also, for my turn, I think there's only the one guy I kicked in the balls in front of me, right?
Yeah.
Is he stunned? He's still conscious. He was just stunned, right?
Yep, he's stunned.
Okay. So can I talk to him?
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna grab him by his, push him back in his chair and grab him by his collar and be like, "Where is the thing we're looking for?"
We have plenty of maps in town. Why do you need to ask me?
Don't ask questions. Tell me where it is.
You gotta just leave me out of this. I was gonna let everyone else beat each other's asses in.
Gun.
What do you have a problem
So he
with
tells
my
me what
balls?
he knows. Thank you for cooperation, and I slam him down
Into the table.
into the table. Yes.
All right, roll me a strength to knocking him the hell out.
I got a 15.
15? All right. And he rolls a nat 1 in retaliation, and he would have had a disadvantage, so he is unconscious beyond unconscious. Like, he's not going to wake up until, like, a week later.
That's funny. He has been detained.
He has been detained.
You are now detained. Stop resisting.
So, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 people who need to literally roll getting themselves... Oh my god, everyone is probably going to be staying on fire, except for this guy. Except for this guy. He gets off, and puts himself out.
Good.
And then there's those 2 next to the captain who need to escape. Nope, stuck. And this dude, he pulls himself out, but he's still on fire. And he just gets on that chair trying to put himself out. You see, this guy sees the whole ordeal. Everyone sees the whole table move. Everyone's kind of in shock, but they just kind of get back to punching each other. This guy specifically sees you from over there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, right here. He's walking
in
through
the... Oh, yeah.
And he's just running through the fire, and he looks like he's not being bothered by the flames themselves. The only thing that's burning on him is a scarf.
Tieflings.
All right, back.
I like the way you said that.
Tieflings. Damn dirty demon folk.
You keep lighting my boats on fire.
Maybe
You know what?
they cold. Have you considered?
All right. Back initiative order. Kenny, what do you got?
Let me see here. Hold on. Bring this back up. 30, so 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to make my way down about just
Downtown?
past the other table.
Like this here or down here?
Down there.
Down there. All right. You have the guards trying to detain 2 men and failing miserably. Are you going to join him detaining or detain him?
Does he have a weapon currently that is either holstered or is he holding the weapon?
He has a blunderbuss on the on his waist that he's not using, but he is using a club to knocking one guy down.
Cool. I'm gonna take his blunderbuss.
I should have seen.
What do you want me to roll?
For a blunderbuss, it's 2d12 in damage.
Oh no, it's not. I'm not. I have to take it from him first.
Well, sleight of hand. You gotta sleight of hand it.
15.
Works perfectly. You
Cool.
take it off of him, he doesn't even notice. It's literally that Jack Sparrow scene in the second movie where everyone's fighting each other. It's like, oh, I'll take your hat. Not my hat. Okay. It's exactly that.
Yep. And then I'm gonna just hold it by the barrel.
By
I
the
think
barrel.
I know where I'm going with this.
Uh-oh.
You should do that funny thing, like, I think it's Terminator, where he bends the shotgun barrel and then he fires it.
Swing, bada bada swing.
Oh, no. Are you gonna launch this guy?
I'm gonna nail him as hard as I fucking can.
All right. Do what you can.
What you want me using?
It will be a...
I know
Yeah.
it's provided.
Make like
It
a
would
weapon attack.
It's just a normal weapon attack. It would be considered a club, an improvised weapon.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's a DC plus 3 then.
Yep.
19 to hit him upside the head.
That's
nice.
going to rattle his tin can helmet, and he literally stumbles 5 feet back, knocking into the other guy.
Cool.
And you see the guy on the ground look at you and go, "Thanks!"
Don't thank me yet. You might be next.
Oh, shit! Is that all you can do?
Oh, and as a bonus action, I'm gonna move 30 feet.
Oh, no, where are you going to move 30 feet to?
Or hold on, up to 30 feet. I'm gonna move over to that group of 3 over there.
Oh, my goodness. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, that's
As
all
close
I
as I
can...
can, obviously.
Yep.
So I just disappear into a veil of mist and then reappear behind them.
Oh, shite. You see this guy is probably panicking as he just witnessed a giant metallic man just kind of disappear. And he doesn't even know where to look. Like, he fully loses track of you.
Good.
Oh, wait. Is it like a teleportation?
It is teleportation.
I'm a dumbass, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, it is still. Never mind. I'm
Yeah.
dumb. Yeah. Okay.
You counted correctly.
All right. Belle, you see a tiefling who's wanting to get a tussle out of you.
I can see me. Where's the tiefling?
He is in the fire right here.
Is that chair that I threw at him still in one piece that's next to him?
It has a broken, 2 broken legs, and the backrest is slightly bent in.
And that table was still on fire, isn't it?
It is still on fire. I just removed it so I can actually pick the token up.
And fire doesn't affect tieflings, I'm assuming.
Not this one in particular. You can actually see that he has devilish origins. And he looks ugly as hell. In fact, I should probably move him like right here because I'm starting to notice the
I look down at the unconscious guy I threw the chair at, and I want to pick up his pistol and fucking shoot the tiefling in the head.
All right. Do you have proficiency in range weapons?
With guns.
In fact, that's even a good question. Is your character even fully acknowledge guns as a proper weapon, or are you just mostly melee focused?
I'm melee focused, but I know what fucking.
You would use a gun.
Okay, you would use.
No, I'm mainly melee focused, but I know what guns are and I know how to use them. I just don't.
All right, that works for me. All right. So, roll the hit.
I don't have any.
You're not really going to have any bonuses to that.
Yeah, you're not going to have bonuses. It's just going to be your proficiency.
Just roll a d20.
Yep.
Got an 18.
18. That actually hits. But what does he actually like uncanny dodges? Nope, he doesn't uncanny dodge. He takes a
blow his fucking brains out.
Oh no, that would be a 20. So roll
Still
me
mad.
roll me 2d10. I'm actually making guns far more dangerous than they would be in normal circumstances.
That's thematic.
Yeah.
At the time, guns were a big deal.
Yep. How much damage did you put into this guy?
10 and 8.
So 18. You see this dude's arm is slightly hanging from just a few tendons. His left arm is barely holding on. And you can see him look down, look at you, and he just has a smile, pulls out a dagger, and he's just ready to go at you.
He pinned him between the tables?
He is not pinned
No,
between the
he's on top of
tables.
it.
He's on top.
I use my movement that I have left, and I jump on top of the table. I tackle him off the tables, and now we're on the other side of the tables.
All right, you take. Please take 2d6 fire damage. So how much damage did that do to you? Bill, my boy.
The little square did a 1.
Did 1 damage, and what was the other one?
3.
3, so 4 damage. Okay, not too bad. Because you rushed in and not actually stand into it. Like, these guys are getting cooked alive. Like, they're taking 66 fire damage. You just ran through and just kind of tackled this guy. In fact, I'll have you down here in front of Havlin. And is that all you can do?
I think so, yeah.
Alrighty. Captain's gonna try and put himself out. He does not put himself out. He tries to break free. He breaks free, and he starts climbing on the table. And he's cooked alive. He's dead.
So he finally breaks out of the fucking table, gets on the table and goes, "Ah, put me out!" And he fucking falls over dead.
Yeah, no. Like, you can see his black charred skin everywhere. Like, his clothing is trying to disintegrate while still in embers.
I'm gonna spare the dying.
All right. I'll allow it.
But it does not say remove pain. It just says he doesn't die.
He doesn't die. All right.
So you're just enabling more pain upon him.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately, I am a healer, but some medicine takes a little bit of pain to heal. Like, I'm a harmafist.
A harmafist. Yeah, so he's alive. He's stabilized, unconscious,
Nice.
and still on fire.
Can the warlock maybe summon water to put this out?
Well, that. Do you have any other actions, Ed?
No. I mean, I don't think I can create water or do anything to solve this. So.
Oh, I'm so. Jeez, I'm so used to older versions of clerics actually just making water. So.
Yeah, I just didn't. I mean, I can say I took that spell, but it was not on my list. But yeah, I can create water if that's fine. Because they have they know all their spells, so you just have to have them prepared.
Yep.
So it's up to you.
Alright. Not really.
That's
Maybe
fine.
down the
So then,
line
yeah.
where it actually becomes important and you probably ask a divine favor from Dinya, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Alright.
So that's fine. Pass my turn.
Alright. This guy, he's gonna try and... He gets up, and he's gonna try and retaliate with a missed dagger nab, but he goes for a second, and does a 17 hit.
Me?
Yes.
No.
No? Ooh. So he doesn't stab you. These guys are swarming each other. This guy, he's gonna try and put himself out and get... Nope, he's dead. That man's dead. This man, he's gonna try and unpin himself, and he's still pinned. This guy backs out of this fight and immediately leaves the premise.
I'll look at this.
And this mother effer gets knocked out, and he moves in to fight the next couple of guys. And that's about it. Havlin, how are you gonna beat the crap out of people today?
That's a nice looking chair.
Oh no. Chair
I'm
time.
gonna have to keep them away from furniture.
I'm grabbing the chair and throwing the guy that just ran up to the other group. It's like, no, that's mine.
Alright, roll the hit.
You're not gonna like it.
It's a net 20.
No, it's 19.
Okay.
What's the damage for that again?
1d6.
D6. D6. Full damage.
Full damage. Jeez. That dude is slumped over on this chair, unconscious.
Get schlumped.
It's one of those memes where it's just like, dude goes out unconscious and you just Photoshop a freaking blanket onto him, and it just has the Mario sleepy time sound.
Yep. So is it the guard that's currently prone, or is it both of them?
Both of them.
Cool. Misty step.
Whoop.
Just right next to him.
Like right here.
doing? No, right next to the other guy.
That guy.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh.
You remember what I said?
No.
You might be next.
I thought that was the other guy.
Potato, potato.
Oh no!
Unfortunately, that is. Do I get an attack of opportunity with that, or no?
Technically, yes.
Cool. I'm going to bring my quarterstaff down on his face.
Oh, ow.
That is unfortunate.
That's a nat 20.
Sure. Yeah.
That dude's unconscious. He's done for the day.
Just sleepy time. Bink. Yeah, that was only 5 damage though.
5 damage. Well, you nat 20'd, and I'm just gonna say you have a max damage on 1d6, and then you rolled a 5. So.
All right, so that would be 11 damage. So that would knock him the fuck out.
Oh yeah. Anything else you need to do?
That is the end.
That is the end. Alrighty. So, and it's Bell. You're gonna retaliate on this guy?
You said I almost ripped his arm off with a gunshot.
Yep.
I would like to fully rip his arm off and then beat him with it.
Oh, alrighty.
Well, you said stop using furniture, so I'm not using furniture now.
Fucking hell. Alright. It's still an improvised weapon, except it's instead of a D6, it would be a D4 because it's, a severed arm.
It's fair.
So it's going to be flopping around and not really, yeah.
Well, if I grab it below the wrist, like on the forearm, it'll still have a good dunk.
Oh yeah, it's going to do damage when you rip it off him.
Plus he'll be bleeding.
Oh, he's already bleeding.
More so than he already is. He'll
Yep.
have more stacks of bleed. And then I would just like to beat him in the face with it, with his own arm.
Yep. Alright. Keep beat. Alright. Roll me to hit with the arm, and then roll a D4 to hit him.
Hit is 17.
Hits.
D4. D4 is the triangle. Let's see what it is. I think that's a 4. Can't see the lighting. I think it's a 4.
Well, that's max damage on that, along with your strength modifier. He is enjoying getting his ass beat with his own arm. And you can actually see he has 2 sets of fangs coming out as he hisses at you.
Well, he hisses at me. Can I shove his arm into his mouth?
Go ahead.
So I shove his arm into his mouth. And then fucking...
Hot dog eating contest!
I don't think I have any other bonus for this.
No, it was only a 1 shot.
So I beat him with it and then shoved it in his mouth.
He's starting to regret his decisions because now he has his own arm in his own mouth. And he can't really get it out since you stuck it deep in his throat.
Wouldn't he not be able to breathe then? So technically he's choking to death now.
Oh, yeah. He's bleeding to death, choking to death. So... it's kind of up to you on how you want to treat it.
So this is essentially a kill thing, so I don't have to roll anything, right?
Yeah.
I stand up off of him, I pick him up, I rip his other arm off, and I toss it, and then I kick him away so he fucking chokes to death.
Trying to rip the other arm off, good luck. Bullet is one thing, arm-to-arm strength. Do what you can. Try and roll a nat 20 if you can.
What will nat 20 plus 5 will do?
A nat 20 plus 5?
Yeah.
Oh, dear lord. Okay, yeah. This dude is now fully amputated. and you
I rip,
throw.
I rip his other arm off and I kick him away. So now he's armless and he's choking to death. And now he realizes, oh, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, he'll go back to hell anyways. Whatever.
And I turn around and look at all the other patrons who just saw what I did.
Yeah, everyone who is conscious and just witnessed you rip that man's arm off with your own bare hands, the fighting just ceases.
With that, the fucking grog on the table to my right, I pick it up, I swig it, and then I toss it down on the ground, and I bang my chest and go, "Who else wants to fight?"
Everyone's just like, nah, not dealing with this. You can tell everyone's not wanting to fight anymore.
I think we're good to wrap these guys up, and they told us where to get the map.
No. In fact, you do have the right to interrogate everyone after just witnessing one of the most terrifying things happen.
I go and I pick up my fucking hat from the corner and I walk over to the door and I sit there with my arms crossed so no one can leave.
So yeah, you'll be right here.
I'm just
Avalyn,
leaning against
if
the
you
door.
want, actually, yeah, you'll be sitting there, and I think you two will be the interrogators. So.
Do we? Because I'm going for the map. Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to try and find the map.
Maybe help the burning guy on the table that, is almost dead. The captain.
No, he's right there on the table.
Yep.
Yeah, the fire's out, but he's still, basically almost dead.
Okay, I mean, we're out of combat, so I can just spare the dying, like everybody on a minute, so no one dies, and then whoever we want to talk to, I can use a cast spell. I can heal them back from being unconscious.
Yep. In fact,
so if we could talk, if you just want the captain healed.
Yep.
Okay, so now no one's dying, even the unfortunate amputee man. I will fix him later.
No, him you can kill. If you don't kill him, I will kill him.
I mean, I was gonna fix him. He's now a cripple, so he's gonna be crippled the rest of his life.
There is no getting his arms back.
Yeah, there's no healing. He's just gonna be an amputee now, walking the streets.
It's better he be dead than be crippled.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, what's if he crosses your path again somehow with no legs or arms, but
okay, I do just want to clarify one thing. Bell, if he goes back to hell, he'll come back fully with everything. But if we leave him alive, he's going to be in so much pain and misery for the rest of his life.
Yeah, but now you just said that out loud. Now he's gonna kill himself.
Does he even have an arm to do that?
No, what he could technically do is bash his head into a brick wall, but those horns might prevent him from doing so.
Yeah, I think he's screwed either way. I mean, he's gonna have it's gonna suck balls living, right? And we can morally say we did the right thing. We healed him. It's just inconveniently, he wishes he was dead.
Yep.
So we're on the good and good.
That and also being Devilkin is not think of it like this. Kenny does have a good point. He is a tiefling and he is Devilkin, but his soul is guaranteed to go to hell.
Yeah.
Because one, he's a pirate. Two, he's a tiefling, so that just adds more to the salt to the wound. And three, what's preventing him from wanting to go to hell and be something even more powerful? That's actually another thing that Kenny forgets to mention is he might come back as a full devil, not just a tiefling.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. He was saying that if we kill him, he'll just come back more powerful than we can possibly imagine.
Okay, Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm gonna pull the captain over. Cast healing word on him.
Yeah.
He
all right.
He is burnt to a crisp, and his clothes is practically obliterated.
Neat. I'll deal with his clothes later.
So, what would you like to ask the captain?
I'm just gonna hold him as gently as I can. He's obviously still gonna be in pain. It's like, all right, I'm gonna be straight. I just need to know where the map piece is. You can give it to me, or I can beat it out of your dead corpse, whichever you prefer.
All right, I don't know what map you speak of, but if you're looking for anything particular, there's a black market district on the northwest side of Dead Man's Hideaway. There's a few groups there that have been selling cargo and prized artifacts, but they are a black market area. They mostly have a good, strong layout of that area. If you're gonna go there to try and buy it off them, you'd have to practically sell your ship. But if you go there, you have to scout everything out on your own. Just be careful. That's the information I got. I don't know anything beyond that.
Cool. I'm going to cast Healing Word on him. He gains 12 health. And then I'm going to cast Mending on his clothing. You have a good one. And then I'm just going to leave.
Alrighty.
I have a funny idea.
Oh, no. Alright.
Could I ask him to leave a review of our healing process?
Sure.
It really helped. So I give him a little clipboard with a paper. You just give that to the mail post office. Don't know what to do.
He looks at the paper and goes, "What is this supposed to be?"
Like, just rate on how good we did on the healing. Like, we were helpful. You know, that just helps me look good. You know, it gets us all a little bit of cash. You know, so yeah. All right. Good job. Have fun not dying. I hope you feel better soon. I'll walk away.
All right. So is that it here?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Absolute carnage. You should have seen this coming.
I didn't expect a whole table to move. That I have to actually go into editing and fix that up. Good lord.
A flaming table.
A flaming table full of lantern oil.
That someone ran through and tackled a fucking devil king on the other side of.
Yep. So, you guys...
Pull out a journal and, like, write down all the things we did. Just through a table, couple of chairs. So, little side note next to the table. Table was on fire.
You know what I feel like doing again?
Black Flag?
No, I feel like playing through fucking Halo Infinite's campaign again.
Bro, I've also
four...
got struck with that disease, and I just downloaded Halo 2 and Halo 3.
I downloaded Halo Infinite last night, and I played some of the multiplayer.
Which is weird, because speaking of Halo, I just downloaded Halo Wars Definitive Edition, and I've been playing that for a bit. That is so...
fucking fun.
Yeah, holy shit!
Everyone's getting the Halo.
It's such a low stakes, like, little Age of Empire, like, RTS, where you can just throw your troops at it and just have fun and it looks cool.
That's the thing is, like, just like the original Halo Wars game, I've basically 100% that game except for one achievement.
Yeah.
And that one is I just needed a partner to play with. And that's why I offered years ago Kenny to join me in playing Halo Wars, so we can, 100%. If I can 100% that achievement list.
Nope. I think I might have the game.
I can't do Halo Wars. I do not like it.
You just don't like it?
Are you playing it on PC or Xbox?
I played it Xbox originally.
I play Xbox, and that's the thing is like my brain for like Command and Conquer and Halo Wars, it's already tuned in to figuring out how to play those games. So
yeah, if we're able to play with the Steam one with that, I'll help you with your shit. So.
I think Definitive Edition is cross-platform, so
it might. We just gotta get a.
Yeah.
Posted a thing in general chat.
I'm gonna. We're good. We're wrapping up, right? So.
Japan 1845. Japan 2021.
Jesus.
Yeah,
right. That's pretty accurate.
When Halo Infinite first came out, I hated the weapon, which is essentially second Cortana. But now that I've played through the campaign like 3 or 4 times, I actually quite like the weapon, and I like the concept of where they went with it. It's just like the first time playing it, I didn't understand it. And the more I played through the campaign, like over and over again, the more I understood things that I glanced over. I'm like, oh, I actually really like the weapon now. Or Cortana too.
My thought line is that what they did with that was it is essentially a reset to the beginning of the game series of you have this new AI that you don't know who is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, literally at the end of the campaign, when they're all saying their names, and fucking Cortana goes, "Oh, you don't know my name. My name is," and then it cuts.
She looks at you and asks if she can use a particular name.
Yep. All right. I need to get us to our next location. So you guys get on a boat, make your way back to town, park your boat here again. And with the instructions you were told is to go to the northwest side of Dead Man's Hideaway.
Yep.
And all the way up here, you find a set of buildings in this area that you see a congregation of people. So let me drop this. And I need to also drop my battle map here because I don't think I set up... Yeah, I didn't set up the maps scaling correctly. That, and also I need to find where you fuckers are at. I found where you fuckers are at. Boink.
Surprise Halo Studios hasn't made another Halo game yet.
So, you guys are right here, and from what you can see, and I am going to move you guys to your destination. Make your way over here, past some horses and some barrels, wine barrels specifically. There is an open door into this area, but as you make your way down south past this building, and I'm gonna have to squeeze you over here, you see what appears to be a entrance of a fence line and some pirates who are defending this spot. And as you make your way here, they stop you and go, "Are you here for the black market deals?"
Hey.
Well, do you have coin to enter?
So which one is particularly talking to me?
The orc.
I'm just going to look at her and go, I'm going to make this very clear. I have had a very long and very annoying day. As the tendrils start like leaking out from in between the joints,
all right,
I just need to be aware.
Roll me intimidation with advantage.
That is 17.
17. Yeah, she is particularly frightened, backs off by 5 feet, and not only that, it intimidates the Minotaur here as well, along with the monkey going into the barrel. Go, you have a wonderful, wonderful time in our black market district.
Thank you. As all the tendrils kind of snap back inside. Let's go.
All right.
Shit.
I give them a high five as I walk past.
As you guys make your way past, you see that they have a cannon that's aimed at the gate. And you see what appears to be a massive crowd of people at an auction point. And we'll call it here because I don't think
no need to rush.
Yeah, there's no way to rush this, so I'm gonna save this and call it good because holy cow. That I'm definitely gonna say it was not my best D&D session.
Who knew tables could be an improvised weapon?
Except for that. This is like I had to do a lot of work to fix up that stuff.
It's just like the Tuesday campaign. You didn't expect. Nobody expects the kobold.
Exactly, which I still have to make your kobold character. And you said half moon glasses, correct?
Yes.
Any clothing I should be aware of?
He essentially wears standard is it warlock or is it? Hold on, I gotta remember what I set my dude as.
Warlock, druid.
Hold on.
I'm gonna jump into my chat real quick, but it was a good time though. So
thank you.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Yep.
Have safe travels, everyone. Goodbye.
Yep.
Yeah, he is a